Hey guys, welcome back to the Hardware Sense channel. My name is Ivan, and for today we have one of the best phones you can get for the money on the market, and we're talking about the OnePlus 7. You will ask yourself, why not OnePlus 7T? Well, because it's too expensive. It came out a week or two ago with the slightly updated processor, the Snapdragon 855 Plus. But hey, for a lot less money, around $400, you can have this one from Amazon in the US. Has all the LTE bands for the GSM providers in the US. And hey, you're gonna enjoy it. So let's go ahead and open this one. We're gonna test it, see how it compares to some of my other phones. My daily driver is the Xiaomi Mi 9. Absolutely love this phone. I think it's the best deal on the market at the moment, especially for the price, under $360 at the moment. And this is for 128 gigabytes version. If you even go lower, the 64 gigabytes version, you can have it for as low as $330. You cannot beat that deal. But some of you guys know I prefer the clean and kind of a more stock Android feel with OnePlus, so this is a great option. Minor disadvantages, we can compare it with the Xiaomi as well and see which one is the better. But this one is going to be a keeper. I'm going to gift it to my wife because she just recently broke her, unfortunately, essential phone. But hey, I think she's going to be happy with this one. Let's go open it and see what's inside. Quick unboxing, and as I mentioned before, I grabbed this one from Amazon US. The seller is, I don't think, from US, but it's fulfilled by Amazon. So it came super quick. And of course, you have that Amazon coverage for at least a month. So if something is not right with the phone, you can always return it to Amazon and not be worried about anything else. I think they've opened it probably because the phone initially comes with Hydrogen OS, which is the one for China. But of course, here we would want to have the Oxygen OS. And here are the details. GM 1900 is the model number for China. We have the 8 gigabytes of RAM, 250 gigabytes of internal storage. This one is produced in July of this year, so a couple months ago. And everything else is in Chinese. So let's see if we can open it. I see the seals are still on. So I'm not sure if they even installed the Oxygen OS, but if not, we're gonna go ahead and install it ourselves. So let me go and cut through these seals real precisely here, and we're gonna open it. Last time when I ordered it from China, my 6 came open and they've installed the Oxygen OS for me. I'm not sure that was my intention, but they did it, so I wanted to do it myself. And here we might have an option to actually do it for you guys on the video and see how it's done. First thing on top, we have the little cover and that little box. Let's see what we have. Leaflets that nobody reads ever, obviously. We have a kind of a nice TPU cover, actually. I like it. It's textured inside. I don't know if the camera can focus. Yeah, you can see the texture on the actual cover, and it's raised up here so the camera is actually covered. It's not completely flat. A lot of those manufacturers, Xiaomi included, they will include this kind of a TPU style cover, but the camera bump here will not be protected. I'm glad that this one actually is. Very nice paper, kind of a matte, soft paper. And inside we have the SIM ejector tool right here. OnePlus. Interesting, this time around they have this kind of a poster style information about the phone, kind of a manual. As always, we have a stickers, Never Settle and OnePlus. They provided this in pretty much every single phone since the beginning. So leaving that to the side. So right here on the top is the phone, and let's see if we can take it out of this protective cover. Okay, first thing to notice, and I absolutely love this with OnePlus always, you will see there's a pre-applied screen protector. Always great to see a pre-applied screen protector from the factory, because somehow I always try to apply one and I always mess it up. And let's power it on and see if we have any juice in what kind of OS is running. But before that, we have a volume rock on the side. We have the SIM tray here. On the other side, we have the slider that everybody loves on OnePlus for the different profiles, power button, We have the microphone on top, and on the bottom we have the two antenna lines, USB Type-C, the speaker, and another microphone. So powering it on right away, we have the powered by Android, the OnePlus logo, as every other OnePlus phone before. This screen is so bright. Bear with me, I'm gonna agree on everything here. Connect to mobile network, no, we're gonna skip. Let me see if I can place it down, maybe we'll get a better look. Checking for updates now. My Exacto pen is the same color as the phone. So now that we are connected, it's asking us to copy the apps and data. Don't copy. We're gonna set it up as a brand new phone like any of you guys when you receive it. Let me put my credentials here real quick. There we go. Getting the account information, more, accept, add face data, no thank you. By the way, you guys let me know, but I really dislike using my face as unlock. It's so insecure. I'd rather use the fingerprint, so much better. Thank you very much. And then try that in-screen fingerprint. Sensors, I wonder if it's going to be better than the one on the Xiaomi Mi9 that I have. Reposition your finger and add it multiple times. This way it's going to be more accurate. All right, next. Google Assistant, great, thank you. Change font size, change wallpaper, no thanks. We're gonna go to default and see what it is. We're gonna use double tap to wake. Vivid, no, we're gonna do neutral. Oh, that's the font. Okay, we're gonna use by default whatever it is. And there we are. Just like that. Oh, I love that wallpaper. Really nice. The first thing I wanna check is immediately go and see what version of Android we have. And obviously if we have any new updates. So Oxygen OS, interesting. How is it coming with Oxygen with the Chinese version, or maybe it's just the international version altogether. As you can see, Snapdragon 855. Let me see if I can lower this brightness because it's just too bright. And you'll see the screen pulsating because of the pulse modulation, but with your normal eyes, you're not going to be able to see that at all. 855, 8 gigs of RAM, 250 gigabytes of internal storage, plenty of space. Optic AMOLED 6.41. We have Android version 9. Oxygen OS is 957. And I just wonder if there's going to be a new version. Let's see if we have system updates. We have new system update. Okay. And this one is going to be 958. Okay, excellent. We're going to download and install that. Security patch from August. Yeah, that's the security patch I have in my Xiaomi Mi9 as well, and here are they side by side with my beautiful daughter here. Quite similar actually. Size almost exactly the same, borders exactly the same, screen is almost exactly the same, but we're gonna do a comparison proper and see how that's gonna pan. For now, we're just gonna download the update and apply it, and then we're gonna look through real quick. And one of the first things I like to do right away when I go is change that theme to dark, because this light theme is just driving me crazy. I absolutely love dark themes, especially on these kind of phones that have AMOLED screen. Not only saves the battery, but looks a ton better, like the text is flowing over the screen. So this is excellent. Okay, still downloading. Turn on the adaptive, and I absolutely love this wallpaper. It looks great. So let's see what's our storage without updating or installing any other apps. 20.33 taken out of the 256. So that's plenty of storage here for apps, games, whatever you guys want, media. That's going to be excellent. One thing to notice, there is not in the package, it's adapter, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack to USB-C. So I'm not sure what were they thinking and how much money they saved this way, but I don't think it's a lot. Let's see where we are with the download. Almost ready, 82%. So the phone came with the June security patch, and now we're gonna reboot and have the August with plus other fixes they applied. All right, the update was super quick, and we're gonna go inside and see what the changes are. Finishing the system update. Here's the release, the notes information. And if we go back, let's go to the about phone information. Your system is up to date. Well, hopefully OnePlus will release a Android 10 very soon, because that's going to be amazing. Video enhancer. What is a video enhancer? How's the color while playing videos? Oh, well, Cool, we'll put that on. We're not gonna go through all the software. Most of you guys are familiar with OnePlus and Oxygen, but for now I can tell that it's a lot faster than my old OnePlus 6, and it's definitely a lot snappier. Let's see if we can change the accent to green. Very nice. Parallel apps, app lock, schedule powered off, OnePlus switch, OnePlus laboratory, which is what? DC dimming. Okay. OnePlus switch, app locker, parallel apps, gaming mode, quick launch. Pre-installed apps. Let's open the apps and see what's in pre-installed. A lot of the Google apps are needed. Netflix, interesting, Netflix is pre-installed. So, I mean, obviously the phone supports Widevine level 1, so you're gonna have and Netflix on HD, plus the screen is supporting HDR and nothing else pretty much. There's no bloatware, there's no apps you don't like. These are all basic Google apps that everybody will pretty much uses. If not, you can disable them or remove them. That is it. Super snappy. This is one of the things that it will be nice to have instead of their regular cards, just to have the Google Now, similar to what Pixels have. Let's test that phone for a while and see how it will perform, and I'll do a comparison with my Xiaomi Mi 9, which I have to finish my final review for as well, and we can see which one is better. But some of the things to mention: we're missing wireless charging. If that's an important thing for you, go for the Mi 9. I'm definitely wireless charger guy. I have wireless charging everywhere: car, house, office. Everything else is pretty much better on this one, except the camera. We have more RAM, 8 gigs versus 6. We have more internal storage, twice 256 versus 128. But the camera lacks wide angle lens, and of course that optical zoom lens as well. We have on the other side optical image stabilization here, and not electronic, only on the Xiaomi Mi 9. Overall, I think they're pretty hand-to-hand. Considering the price, the Xiaomi Mi 9 is cheaper with about $80. So if the budget is really to stay under $400, go for that. Otherwise, this one is only $420, $430 straight off Amazon US. So yay, that's great. Another big plus as well is having pretty much all the LTE bands you need here in the US. If you have active SIM card from Verizon, you can even pop it in and start using it with no problem. Not a lot of phones can deliver that, so this is definitely a great choice. If you wanted to stick around $400, this is an excellent choice in this red color. Oh, absolutely love it. Okay, this is it for now. We're gonna do a full review. One other thing to mention before I go is you can't really unlock it when the screen is off, which is kind of annoying, considering you can do it on Xiaomi Mi 9, no problem. Here, no matter what you do, you gotta double tap to wake, and then you can do it. It's pretty fast, but at the same time, I would ideally like to be able to unlock it just by placing my thumb on my finger on top of the sensor and not having to double tap to wake to do all that stuff, but maybe that's how the sensor works. We looked at the beautiful OnePlus 7. What a great phone. I absolutely love it. Great color, super fast, blazing fast. OnePlus are known for optimizing their software to be super fast. I'm really pleased with these last couple of generations. The 6 was one of my favorite OnePlus versions. It still had the 3.5mm headphone jack. It's a pity they removed it for these later versions, but you know, it is what it is. We gotta live with it. Obviously, pretty much every other company is doing it. But this one is great. Pre-applied screen protector, very fast. We're gonna go ahead and test it, do some pictures, some videos. I'm gonna upload and show it to you guys. So show some comparison with the Xiaomi Mi 9 that I'm using all the time, and see how this one stacks. But for the price of $420, $430 right now on Amazon US, how can you go wrong? If you don't like the red version, they have the black one as well. But hey, be different. Don't be just like everybody else. Get the red version, it's amazing. That's pretty much it, guys. Subscribe if you're new, hit the thumbs up if you like the video. It's really gonna help me a lot. Stay tuned to the channel. There's so many things coming up further on. I have so much hardware coming in. And as always, guys, you have a wonderful day.